Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. My name is Don Swiker, and I'll call the Jackson County Board of Supervisors meeting to order. To my left, I have Mike Steinus.
Good morning.
I got Nen Flagel on my right, Bjorn from IT, Lisa from the auditor's office, Brittany back in the press area. First,
Skybox.
there you go, the press box. There, she's got the press box. There. And first up today is visitors and citizens. Do we have anybody online or in the gallery who'd like to address? Who do we have online today? Michael, can you address yourself? Introduce yourself to the board. We've had some issues with people jumping on and posting things. Michael, could you please just introduce yourself and tell us if you have anything for the board or you're just listening in? Last chance before you can be removed. I don't know what we want to do. Michael, you there?
You're muted. If you are, can you put something in the chat box?
Last chance, Michael. What should we just keep your finger on the button? All right, hearing nothing, we'll move on. First section is Jennifer Mashandi from First Main Street Insurance to talk about our insurance rates. How are we doing?
Good morning.
We crunched numbers and we talked and we did this, and this is
Yep.
our
So
two options.
in front of you is option A, your original contribution proposal from ICAP. And then option B is from the work session with the changes that you had maybe indicated you'd like to make. So at this time, we just need you, and this is property line and then overall contribution, how it affects the property line. So we just need you to let us know which way to process.
Do you remember how much did they go up from last year? I forgot. Draw the blank.
30,000.
I thought it was 24.
Okay.
I was thinking 458.
27.
I was thinking it was 458. I do not have it with me. Yeah, sorry.
Thoughts of the board? 459 to
Okay.
25.
That's close, yeah.
I was hoping for more savings. with
Yeah,
what
I was too kind of, I mean, we talked about it briefly in our work session. We had a work session on Thursday. So, by reducing the coverage on some facilities that we were talking about by X amount of dollars, we figured if we reduce it by half, it should cut the premium by half, but that's not how it works.
And we talked about
We
this
would.
when it was a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're committed to some blanket coverages, if you will, or some,
So for option B, you'd be removing some buildings completely and taking some buildings outside of your blanket. So you'd have reduction of blanket as well for that premium, that contribution reduction.
I don't think
Really,
that
for no
matters.
more than what it's saving, I would propose going with option A.
Is that a motion?
Yes.
I would second.
We got a motion by Nen, second by Mike to proceed with option A. Do we read the annual premium? Because it's approximate. I don't think it really,
Correct.
it's roughly $484,478.
Right.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
And
Thank you very much.
For next week's claims, so we'll make the March 1st.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your
Thank
work
you very much.
effort on
Thank
that,
you, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, Ruth from Veterans Affairs, you have the helm, the big new desk.
Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, so as far as January, we were pretty busy. We did a total of about 76, well, not 76 forms, but we had about 76 interactions in our forms and are checking the status of them. So we had 18 decisions made. We had 2 partial decisions made. 2 remands, so they sent a couple things back to the VA. We did 4 updates on claims, 6 new disability claims, 1 burial benefit claim, 2 dependency claims, 1 DIC claim, 2 healthcare applications, 6 higher level reviews, 4 intent to files, 1 record request, 2 supplemental claims, 1 summary benefit letter, and 1 third party authorization. So we were very busy in January. We had a total of 290 interactions, 137 phone calls, 38 emails, 67 in-person visits, 9 faxes, and 14 pieces of mail that we sent out. And then the 25 unspecified are usually if Lucy and I are just making notes of something we're working on with an individual. So we had 373 veterans receiving live compensation for a total of $779,523. 8 veterans receiving a live pension for $10,946. 4 survivors pensions at $1,710. I was having fun with these dollar signs here. I got a percentage and a hand. I'm like, what's going on?
And
I don't know. 41 eligible family members receiving DIC for a total of $71,278. So that's a total of 426 veterans and or their eligible family members receiving $863,457 in the month of December. And then as far as our outreach events, we're working still on our drive-in movie event. So that's kind of that's our big one that we've kind of started. So the date's May 28th. I think we're going to have the State of Iowa Liberty Bell. So I sent a request into the Iowa Department of Veterans Affairs to bring that to the drive-in, which I think would be kind of cool. We're also working on some new ideas, trying to figure out how to incorporate maybe bingo or trivia into the movie night. And then we're also working with the VFW in Sebula to get an outreach program started there. And then also the VFW in Maquoketa, they are wanting to do a possible outreach activity, and they reached out to us to see if we would, help support that activity. And then I was also contacted by Sally Davies, and we're working on supporting the Senior Expo. We did that last year too. They had it at the Y. It was a great turnout. There was a lot of people there, and so that was a fun event. And yeah, so they're working on finalizing the date and location for that.
So when you start doing now that you're doing all these outreach projects, do you have a little bit in your budget for like, I don't know, more eye-catching veteran services, Jackson, kind of displays, so to speak?
So that's what I use the state allocation funds for. So we did purchase this year, we purchased a really nice tablecloth that says Jackson County Veterans Affairs and it has our phone number on it. I'd like to buy, and I haven't
Actually, a couple feathers.
yeah. Oh,
You know
that's
what I
true.
mean?
Yeah, those big ones that kind of
Yeah.
stand up and give notice. Yeah. I would like to get an awning for like our outdoor activities, one of those kind of like pop up.
Those canopy.
Yeah, that you can put over a table, because sometimes when you're out in the sun, it gets a little hot.
You can even get those if you have those, so you can order them where they have your name on them. So just, I just think, because to me, this is awesome.
Mhm,
It's well deserved and long overdue, and it's glad to hear it going.
mhm.
And whatever we can do to support it, to me, makes sense, because it brings a lot back to the county.
Yeah, it does. It does. So yeah, we usually use our state allocation funds for those because that's an approved purchase that we can do. So yeah.
yeah, if you're gonna get one of them pop-ups, it should say all that good stuff on the front or every corner of it. But anyway,
Sure.
veteran stuff. And what about legislation? Any news?
So the bill was renamed to Senate File 2282, and it is as of yesterday, it was referred to appropriations. So I don't really know where it's sitting as far as, what the feelings are at the state level. But that's what I know. I've been tracking it just to kind of see what's going on.
That was primarily driven by the governor.
I think governor and Iowa Department of Veterans Affairs. Yeah. I know the governor, and I don't want to say it's necessarily not a great thing, because it is true. We do need to be working harder for our veterans and doing more outreach and doing those things. So I do think parts of it are great. I think that it could work out really well. There's just a lot of questions. And sometimes those questions aren't necessarily being answered and maybe they don't know yet either. You know, it's one of those things. So we'll see.
I've had experience with that in the past.
So, yeah.
Other legislation.
Yeah, so we'll see where it goes. I mean, I'm hopeful that. it's
I didn't
a
know,
good thing.
I guess my question with that is I just didn't know this being her last year, if they kind of just play standoff a little bit and see how it settles out in the fall.
Mhm.
Will that kind of change the direction, so to speak?
Right, and I don't know.
So from ISAC could come out Friday. What number did you say? Did you just say, House bill or Senate?
It's Senate File 2282.
So this says Senate Bill 3079 and House File 2279. Veterans Affairs. So I don't know.
There's
I
a
didn't read that.
few of them going on right now.
Yeah.
So I got, this number was off of the
Okay.
American
And there could be
Legion.
two different. votes.
Yeah, the American Legion has a tracker
Okay.
where they're kind of tracking the bills, so there's several of them kind of in the works right now that deal with Veterans Affairs, or not Veterans Affairs, but with veterans. This one in particular, I've been watching because it deals directly with our office, so.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, like we say every month, keep up the good work. We hear nothing but good.
Yeah, I mean, them are good numbers, I think, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
How do we shake up against everybody else our size? But, when I was out there at our last meeting at the state, we were talking or had a meeting on it, and I actually texted back here. I think Becky asked you what
Mhm.
our rate number was or whatever, but it was really high compared to what they were talking out there.
According to the information that I was given from IDBA,
Mhm.
which ranked all the counties, we are ranked number 19 out of 99.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Nice.
yeah, so we're doing well, but we also, I tell people, I'm like, we have a board of supervisors that understands the value of having an office that is open all the time and that has multiple people, and that shows in what we can do, because you can't, when
You
you're,
can't get services if you got nobody to talk to.
right, and, yeah.
Things are twofold, because not only do we have an active office trying to go out and assist people and connecting them together. You look at Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, Quad Cities, over in Illinois, we're surrounded by units. You know, we have a lot of military presence around here. You get out toward western Iowa, things like that, where southern Iowa, they don't have that luxury, so the veterans become a lot farther, few and farther between. So in this area, we have a lot of people that have been affiliated with the military, whether it be active or guard or whatever. So we just need to make sure we're taking care of them.
Yep. Yeah,
And that's what
reaching
we're trying
out,
to do.
yeah, getting the word out there and making sure they know where we are and that we're available and we're happy to help.
And again, this day and age, that's hard to do, period, no less, as
Yeah.
we all know, so
Mhm.
all these events are very good to.
Yep.
Try to reach people.
Yeah, yeah. Word of mouth has been our best friend, honestly, as the word's gotten around, you know, where we are and who we are and that we're willing to help. That has made a huge, huge difference. We're grateful. We're grateful for that.
By the exposures you told us you had over the last several months, it's working.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Yep, we're grateful for it. So.
Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Next up on our agenda is Jaden from the county engineer's office. Good morning, Jade.
Good morning. The only thing we have is an entrance permit. It's a residential permit off of Severding Ridge Road in the Bellevue Township of Section 12. It meets all the appropriate site distance since that road is, got a speed limit on it. And this one does not require a culvert. So, we reviewed it and we recommend approval.
Move to approve.
I'll second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to approve a residential entrance permit for TNT Development on Severding Ridge Road, Section 12, Bellevue Township. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Yeah, that's all I have till 11 anyway.
I just wanted to say, somebody grabbed me yesterday and said, are you guys the ones responsible for grinding all the stuff out of the ditches? Because if so, thank you. I appreciate it. And they were pretty tickled. I did some driving around over the weekend And even that south on, I don't know, I don't remember the number of the road, but going south out of Leisure Lake on the gravel road that connects over to South Gary Owen Road. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, they went to, I was like, that must have just happened. There was sticks and chunks of, I mean, there was wood everywhere and they did a big job grinding that all up. So it's just nice to see that we're getting around it and making a difference and it's being noted. So tell the guys.
What we're doing at the electric companies.
Yeah.
It's a great asset.
Well, the funny thing is when you can tell the difference because going along, coming down from Leisure Lake, you could see where we were. Then when you found where the electric company was like, hey, it's like they cut a hole in the tree. So it's not like they're cleaning the whole ditch out. They're just making way for a wire. It was a significantly noticeable difference, but no, somebody did stop me and say, keep up the good work. This winter has helped out a lot as far as cleaning right of ways out, but take advantage of when we can, what we can, when we can. And no, it's awesome.
I do appreciate all of our guys because, you know, we don't have the equipment for everybody, but there's guys out there. I was out yesterday actually by Andrew. The guys are out there with chainsaws too, where the grinder and excavator is not at. So department wide, yeah, they're all spread out clear. And yes, it's been a very.
You see a lot of piles out there where they cut with a chainsaw and pile them up.
Mhm.
So I'd like to thank our guys as well.
And they're still using the Kubota, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, we got both skid loaders going, the excavator and chainsaws, and so they've been at it.
It's making a difference and it's being noted. So just pass on our appreciation because again, it's needed and well appreciated. So
That it is, and then following that, we will give those areas that we cut. They've been doing the work orders. I don't know if you guys are aware, our lead guys have tablets to update all those work orders themselves, so where they're cutting, so then we can generate those maps to give to conservation to know where they can focus their efforts.
and like when Jeannie was here before talking about in budgeting and things like that, and we asked the question of, can you keep up with this? And she was like, I don't know if she accounted for this winter being what it is, because so I don't know if we maybe occasionally need to help or talk to conservation to see if they got somebody on, you know, one of their seasonal hires that they could use to augment her a little bit, bless you. And because again, the more you cut like this, she's like, right now I'm okay, but you guys keep going anymore, we're gonna be, it'll be too much.
It's gonna overwhelm her for what's been done this year.
Right, so we might need to see if we can figure out a way to accommodate that, because again, I don't want to slow the roll. I want to keep the momentum going, and we just need to make sure that we're not overwhelming somebody else because of our good
Well, if
fortune.
it's a situation, I mean, you have documented where you would have cut a portion and we can give specifics to that. I would think we could get a private contractor in to do some spraying for us.
And it's even been thought about if within our own departments, if we pay for them to get there's certain individuals that have like applicators licensed to do like agricultural spraying. Well, what if we as the county take the next or basically pay for them to get their category 6 license, which is to spray in the right of way, where then we could where it allows for us to help conservation, you know, where we would have a staff member that has the license to be there to help spray to those areas.
Great idea.
Yeah, I think so, you know, I know the only thing that scares them was blanket spraying, that phrase for some reason.
Well, yeah, and I don't know that that's.
Yeah, this would be focused to where we.
Yeah. I mean, again, we're not gonna get close to grandma's roses or whatever.
No, but we need to make sure we can keep it, you know, we don't want to overwhelm somebody else just because we've had the good fortune of a mild winter and we're able to do a lot of things that we weren't planning on. So we'll just make sure we communicate with between you two and come up with a game plan, but good job.
Yeah, thanks to the guys.
So we have plenty of time before 11 o'clock. So again, mention that we have our 5-year road plan coming up, a public hearing at 11 o'clock today.
Yep.
If anybody's watching or listening,
It's gonna be on Zoom, so as well. And
today.
I'll have a PowerPoint that we'll plug into the computer so they can
So
share.
you
on the
can always
screen.
watch it at a different
Yep.
time if too, so it will be recorded.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you much. Lisa.
Yep.
You have the floor.
This morning, I need a motion to approve the February 10th, 2026 board meeting and work session and the February 12th, 2026 work session minutes as written by Auditor Smith and authorized publication in the official newspapers.
I will make that motion.
I would second.
We got a motion by Nan, second by Mike to approve the February 10th, 2026 meeting and work session and the February 12th, 2026 work session minutes as written by Auditor Smith and authorized publication in official newspapers. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
I need a motion to accept and place on file the Veterans Affairs Commission minutes for the January 14th, 2026 meeting.
Move to approve.
I would second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to accept and place on file the Veterans Affairs Commission minutes for the January 14th, 2026 meeting. Any other discussion? I just want to point out that evidently they've changed the format and structure of their meeting minutes, and it's much appreciated and a lot more informative.
Yeah.
With that, all those in favor say aye.
I
Opposed? Motion carries.
Need a motion to approve the renewal of a Class C retail alcohol license with outdoor service to Bellevue Golf Club, Inc. at 32,292 395th Avenue, Bellevue, effective April 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2027.
motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion by Nan, second by Mike to approve a renewal of a Class C retail alcohol license and outdoor service to Bellevue Golf Course, Inc. on 32,292 395th Avenue, Bellevue, effective April 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2027. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Need a motion to approve the renewal of a Class C retail alcohol license with outdoor service to Megan Franzen LLC, doing business as Obies at 3610 173rd Avenue, Macokota, effective March 1st, 2026 through February 28th, 2027.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to approve a renewal of a Class C retail alcohol license and outdoor service to Megan Franzen LLC, doing business as Obies at 3610 173rd Avenue, Macokota, effective March 1st, 2026 through February 28th, 2027. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
I
Opposed? Motion carries.
So we know that every year we need to reappoint Jeannie Collins here as the weed commissioner. I didn't know if you wanted us to go out and take applications or not. Jeannie's been our weed commissioner now for several years. So if you would like to reappoint her, I would need a motion to approve the reappointment of Jeannie Collins here as the weed commissioner for a one-year term expiring on February 28th, 2027.
Is she okay with being reappointed?
We did visit with her because she didn't believe it was necessary for her to come in. My next motion that I'm going to ask for is for you to approve the noxious weed control resolution, the 2026. My question to the board is, as we've normally done, is we publish that whole resolution. Is that what you'd like us to do again?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, just because, well, this is on the first, are we working on this the first motion, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I
working.
mean, to me, Jeannie's very familiar with the county. She's been here quite a while. She knows she's doing the spraying project for us and I guess.
She has a certification.
Yeah, to make.
Yeah.
Common, legal,
Yes.
informative decisions, I would say, yes,
Yes.
I would make that motion to approve Jeannie to that.
I would second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to approve the reappointment of Jeannie Collins Hare to the weed commissioner for the one-year term expiring March 1st, 2027. Any other discussion? Does it have to be a one-year term?
Well,
Or can it
that's
be like a
interesting.
3-year term, or I mean?
That's really interesting because in reading the code, which I've done, it really doesn't specify that it's a one-year term. So, I mean,
Did you say 3 years, Mike?
we've historically done a one-year term, but you know what? So I went off of what you've historically done the past several years, but the code is, it's basically, you could make the appointment and not have an ending date.
So maybe we get interpretation of, and then moving forward next time that we take that into consideration too.
So that was the question. You noticed yesterday, we sent well, I shouldn't say we, Shelley sent the agenda out and then we had a revision because I had it. The code says that, you'll see today, the motion is that it's expiring on February 28th. The code says, actually, it's effective March 1st. So we had a little bit of discussion in our office. So we're going to continue with what we've historically done with expiring on February 28th, 2027, unless you change that. Or we can definitely change it next year, but really the code says that it becomes effective March 1st. Yeah,
Well,
Well, we just said it's expiring on March 1st. of 27, so.
February 28th of 2027 is when it expires, so that means that
Next year, a leap year?
No.
Okay, well then, because there wouldn't be, we'd have a day without
no.
Without a week commission.
it.
Correct. So we did have a discussion in the office. I did do some code reading. I didn't know what the wishes of the board were, but I know that we have to get this done and we.
I
need
would
to
say
get
we
it
would
published.
go as motion for the next year, but we should
Okay.
look into it, and if we can, and everybody's okay with it, maybe we look for a longer term.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't know if we were reappointing just because we have to redo the resolution every year. Or do we have to even do that?
Gray, maybe.
The only
but-
thing that worries me about extending it out is if you have other things that are a 1-year term, then you're not. You know, to try to keep the consistency that. We know we gotta look at, you know,
Well, so one of the things that we're looking at. is
But I
the
know a
boards
lot
and
of our
commission
boards-
members. Yes,
2 years or 3 years.
3 to 5 and yeah, so we are also looking at that, trying to kind of get a handle, something that I had Mary, she's preparing a public notice. Because we know that we have 2 commission members that will be, their term is expiring, so we are working on a couple of things, and that's why I asked you. Something doesn't look quite right, so we're trying to get that. Also knowing that at the first of the year that we were missing a couple of eminent domain people, so we thought we would put that into public notice. I have that here so you can review it. We'd like to get that in the newspaper, but the way that our public notice looks now is that we will have openings for Board of Adjustment, Eastern Iowa Regional Housing Authority, eminent domain, Historic Preservation Commission, and Veterans Affairs.
All right, well, let's get back to finishing this up. All those in favor say aye.
I,
Opposed? Motion carries.
And with that, then I would like to have a motion to approve resolution number 116702-17-2026, the 2026 noxious weed control resolution.
I'd make that motion.
I would second.
Got a motion by Ned, second by Mike to approve resolution number 1167-02-17-2026, the 2026 noxious weed control ordinance, a resolution. Excuse me, resolution. Any other discussion?
A little bit. So there's a lot of noxious weeds on this list that I can't even pronounce. But we do go over this with conservation and we do add to it from year to year. If there's wild cucumber or something that come about in the last 2 years, that's added to it if it's so required, not required, but if we think it's an issue. So if anybody has issues that they know of or know something that's been a real problem, bring it forward so that we can go through it. But there's a lot of noxious weeds on this list. And there's certain dates for
And
So-
he didn't feel that there was any changes in that when we talked.
them. Yeah,
about it.
but we do review that, yes. That's all I have.
All right, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
That's all that I have for the board. Thank you.
All right, you betcha. Anything, boards or commission reports?
No, again, I'm just, looks like there's been continuing progress on the, transfer station. So that's good news. Weather's been decent, so they're at it. Trains are up there, and things are moving, so
Yeah, I
Gotta
talked
keep
with
track.
Frank, he's hoping
April.
April. Maybe
So
sooner.
it could be
Could
a
be
tentative, the thing would be, it doesn't, the office and everything doesn't have to be finished because they have
Right,
a portable office there now, so we're talking about maybe open it, so once we get the doors on, then we can open it and can start to take larger quantities, if you will, and would use the temporary office yet until the building is completely finished, so.
Yeah.
All good news.
You have anything, Ned?
I do not.
I do not have anything, so again, for those that are, Michael, you're on camera. For those interested, we have the 5-year road plan at 11 o'clock. That'll be on Zoom and in person. Other than that.
No further business, I'd make a motion, we adjourn.
Second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to adjourn for the day. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Have a good day, everybody.